Canada's big threat to the United States back in March just came full circle, and it's not pretty. To refresh your memory, Canada warned Trump not to implement tariffs and that retaliation would be coming. They even went as far as to say, if this trade war escalates, we're going to shut off your electricity. Well, now we have a health report on the Canadian economy, and let's just say that the tariffs didn't really backfire on the United States as bad as they did for Canada. Now, there's three key metrics that we're going to be looking at to get a pulse on the Canadian economy to see how the tariffs have impacted them. So let's talk about them. So first is the jobs report. The jobs report came out for Canada, and it shows that in July alone, they lost 40,800 jobs. And this is the largest monthly decline that Canada has seen since the pandemic. Manufacturing jobs were hit the hardest, as obviously the tariffs are going to impact shipping and goods. So you expect to see the biggest decline there, but also wholesale and retail jobs also took a significant loss. And I wish I could say that that was the only bad report to come out of Canada, but I told you there's two more that we got to cover. The next major loss that they took is with their GDP. Their GDP actually decreased in April, and it showed a huge decline in the manufacturing industry. Now, this is huge for Canada because you want to be producing goods that you can sell to the rest of the world. But what this goes to show is that because of the tariffs, they just weren't selling too much of their own goods, so their economy actually shrank because of it. Now, what goes hand in hand with the loss of manufacturing jobs and a shrinking of the GDP? Well, that would be L number 3, which is a wider trade deficit in June, and it's the second largest that Canada has ever recorded. Now, what a trade deficit is when a country buys more goods than what they actually sell to other countries. Ideally, you want it to be about equal, or you're selling more goods than you're actually buying. But in this case, Canada's done the opposite. They're actually buying a whole heck of a lot more goods than they're producing and selling to other countries. So for Canada, the threat of retaliation and the tariffs backfiring against the United States just didn't really happen, and Canada's economy isn't looking too great right now. Now, how exactly can Canada fix all of this? Well, you could use the old adage, if you can't beat them, join them, because right now the neighbors to the south are focused on bringing back more manufacturing jobs to ultimately be able to sell goods to the rest of the world and bring in more money and grow the GDP. Canada could just as easily do that as well, where they're producing more goods that they can also sell to the world and grow their GDP and not have to worry about being impacted by tariffs. So how's Canada doing since the tariffs have been implemented? Well, I'll let you decide that.